Hola, welcome back to I Love Amazon. I'm Aaron, and today I'm going to review the Evo Rage Gen2 Gimbal. So let's jump into it. Boom! Evo Gimbals. Here's what it comes in. It comes in this cool briefcase. I like it because it seems like you got a gun, you know? I think it's cool. I think it's cooler than a gun. But people with guns wouldn't think it's as cool, and I know that because I know a lot of people with guns, and I showed them this, and not, you know, they didn't think it was cool. But I think it's super cool. I think it's way cooler than a gun. You got all these parts. Oh, I should be going over here. This is why we have this camera today. Okay, so you get your main gimbal unit here. You get a tripod, and I'm just gonna start setting it up. I'm gonna kind of get through this here. Oh, and your little battery container here. I'm sure you can't see this. I'm positive of it. I'm positive of it. I am positive of it that you cannot see this. Here we go. Boom. Boom, 2 batteries in the thingamabob. And I like doing this. I take the tripod and I screw this onto the tripod. It makes setting it up super easy. Now be careful because you don't want to cross thread, and that's not even a joke. Don't. These things are awesome, but like they're super cheaply made. Like it's made out of metal, but like in general, they're all pieces of shit. Let's make no mistakes about it. They're complete hunks of shit, but if you really baby them, like they can work for you. So now we're on. Boom. Easy peasy, right? We got the batteries in there. It comes with more cables too. You have your charging cable with the battery pack charger. Whoa! The first thing you want to do, you want to quickly, you want to help the motors out, is what you want to do. So you want to balance it as much as you can. So I'm going back here. It's 2. Just trying to hurry up. All right, there we go. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this thing. And there we go. We're going to power it on. So you want to kind of, hold it up. You want to help the motor out. That's what you're doing. You're helping the motors. So now it enters into, I believe it's pan follow mode. This is the mode I use most frequently. All the axes are unlocked, which I like. Pan follow mode, it basically follows the movement of your hand, of how you're panning your hand. Okay, then you hit mode, and it enters into what I believe is lock mode, right? So it does not pan. It is not panning. It does not pan. You can pan, however, using the joystick, boop, which is actually super cool. And then there's other modes too. I don't even know what this one is. So now this is like a weird mode. Examples. So I have used this gimbal with several cameras. This first example is for a office Christmas party I did using this gimbal, and I was using the Panasonic GH4. He's a phoenix, I'm a match, she kerosene, you know she gonna burn down everything, she an arsonist in her pastime. Awesome, so that was done with the Panasonic GH4 and the Evo Rage Gen2 Gimbal paired together. I used a 14mm pancake lens, which is on here right now. This is the exact setup I used for that video. Oh, this next example is going to be with the same setup for the most part, the Panasonic GH4, the Rage Gen2 gimbal, and I'm using 7.5mm Rokinon lens. Not in the rush, she said I'm looking like a bad man, smooth criminal. She said my spirit doesn't move like it did before. So that was for a charity event. If you notice, there's a slight kind of wobble in the gimbal, and that could have been easily avoided had I calibrated this gimbal beforehand, but I did not. Okay, so that one's on me. And this last example is going to be a little short that I'm shooting.
cool out there today. Oh, thanks, kid.
Let's get into the good, the bad, and the worse, and the ugly, and the gross, and the beautiful. The beautiful is that this gimbal just dropped in price on Amazon. This one is sitting around $370, $369-ish, which is considerably different from when I got it about 6-7 months ago. I think it was like, I feel like it was like $500, maybe $550. I'm not sure. Can't remember. The biggest problem I've had and am having currently, the batteries are ridiculously crappy. They suck. They're poopy batteries. Oh, you know, another thing I want to say real quick is that I have used this camera with a Canon T2i. Worked fantastic. Fantastic it worked. I've used this camera with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. Terrible. It's almost impossible to use with it. The balancing, the camera's so light. You know, if you have I have an external battery pack. You know, you know what? Let me play, I'm gonna play a clip of a panning shot I did with the Pocket Cinema. So there it was. All right, so back to batteries, terrible. And this is how terrible they are. I wanna read. So this is how specific these batteries are. I have already had a problem. I just ordered a new pack, a new pair of these batteries, 36 bucks. So do the best you can. In general, you always want to take them out of the gimbal when you're not using it. You know, not if you turned it off, but for the day or whatever, you want to put it away. Take the batteries out. That's number one. Do not, this is good to know, do not charge the battery immediately after use because the battery temperature will be too high. Do not charge the battery until it cools down to normal room temperature. Do not leave the battery unused for too long after it has been completely discharged to prevent over discharge of battery, which may result battery damage and permanent failure. So here's the thing, you use the thing till the batteries are dead, right? Don't charge them right away. Wait a couple hours, then charge them. Discharge the battery 40 to 65% if it will not be used for over 10 days. This can greatly extend the battery life. How would you know? How would you know 40 to 65% on the batteries? They're just batteries. I mean, I put them in there super quick, but I'm telling you, they're just batteries. How would you know it's 40 to 65%? So the best I can gather is you charge your batteries till they are charged one time. You figure out how long that is. Let's say it's 2 hours, right? So now you have to use if you know you're not gonna use it, you use it till the batteries are dead. Wait an hour to be safe, right? You charge them for 1 hour. Now they are half charged, and now you can properly store your gimbal. That's the best I can come up with. So you're welcome, gracias. I think I said everything I needed to say. Like I says, you can buy this gimbal on Amazon for around $370. I think personally it's a steal. Boop. Watch the batteries. Thank you for watching, and hey, stop by again, right?